Alrighty, so I thought that we would ask who surrounds you at this time. We're going to have only 2 groups today, and the decks we'll be using are the Mystic Misfits Oracle cards, as well as the Mystic Martian Oracle cards, along with the Vedic Astrology deck, and this Wonderland Tarot. And this is the only tarot deck that I use where I take into account the reversals. I never read reversals, but with this deck, it insisted upon showing me reversals every time. So I took it as a sign, and also it makes sense because it's Alice in Wonderland, so topsy-turvy, tweedledee-tweedledum stuff makes sense, so that's my only reversal deck. So let's determine these groups. Group number 1, who surrounds you? And group number 2, okay, so group number 1, card number 7, the blue Avians. Philosophy, releasing karma, and mysticism. Group number 2, card number 23, Vegans. Solitude, independent, peace. So, group number 1, blue Avians. Group number 2, Vegans. Okay, we'll begin with group number 1. Okay, so group number 1, blue Avians. You are surrounded by people who you have a karmic contract with, because you are releasing your karma, and so are they in this connection, and or your connection to each other is helping one another release karma for one another. So, group number 1, what spirits, not people, spirits surround you at this time on your journey as you're releasing karma? Death. Card number 15 in this deck. Blue Avians. What kind of people are these? Who are these people? Water. Reflection, kindness, compassion. What kind of situation is this? Mars in the 12th house. Constantly travels for work. Frustrations with marriage and or career. May become lazy, shops a lot, acquires debt. That's the situation, as well as Moon in the 3rd house. Loves traveling, good writer, sensitive communicator, logical, knowledgeable. Spouse is a boss. If afflicted, finds little peace of mind. Okay. And let's go ask Alice. To clarify each of these. Please clarify death. Oh, okay. Oh, but that one did come out in reverse. Please clarify the blue avians. The 5 of peppermills, or the 5 of wands. Clarify water. Oh. The 6 of peppermills, the 3 of pentacles. Clarify Mars in the 12th. And clarify Moon in the 3rd. Okay. Alrighty. So, let's start with the people. You're surrounded by people with whom you have some conflict and or a sense of competition and or a sense of like argumentation. But these are people who you feel very close to. And at this time you are together as you are meant to be. This is your karma, this is their karma. You guys are cleansing your karma together. But you're surrounded by people who kind of trigger a sense of argumentativeness in you and vice versa. Specifically, these are people who mirror you to yourself. They are a reflection of you. It's like looking into a pond, seeing your own reflection when you see these people. The beauty, the kindness that you see in them is a reflection of your own. The frustration and the moments of battle, it is a reflection of what's going on in your inner world. So you are surrounded by people who are mirroring you for better or for worse and vice versa, as you were meant to at this point in your journey. You reflect one another and you are brought together to help each other introspect at this time. Clarified by the 6 of peppermills, or the 6 of wands, as well as the 3 of oysters, or the 3 of pentacles. These may be people that you work with, whether that's an actual job or just a collaborative energy. People have that you are like kind of forced by life to work with and collaborate with in order to achieve a goal together. But the problem that you may be experiencing at this time is like battles. A competitive energy, as we saw with the 5 of peppermills. Yeah, what's up, kitten? Yeah, we're gonna finish reading this one first. Angel. So, and so the situation, which makes sense, is Mars in the 12th house. All of this Mars, this fiery energy, this energy of like competition and great change even, which is clarified by the Empress in reverse. In a lot of ways, you're surrounded by people who are not reflecting to you the best version of yourself. You are not reflecting to them the best version of themselves. But you are reflecting to each other what you each need to be seeing about each other. That there is growth needed here in these connections or within your own selves. For a small group of you, this is literally like a marriage or some kind of a romantic partnership where there is a lot of hidden and deep-seated frustrations that have not been expressed. So they're coming out in these uncomfortable ways. What's up, poet? Yeah? Sorry, my kitten is very talkative today, very argumentative, perhaps. Alright, hold up. Let me open the door for my little angel when she wants to go out. Alright, kittens, here we are. Okay, off you go. Alright, sorry. Okay, so yeah. But for many of you, this is not even a romantic relationship. But this is a relationship that requires more nurturing, or even less nurturing. For one group of you, these are people who you are meant to leave behind, and like vice versa. After the karma is cleared, like you guys will go your separate ways. And then for another group of you, these are people who will be in your life moving forward. And what you guys are doing is clearing the path for the relationship to be stronger moving forward. So that's up to you to determine. Ultimately, the way that you know is that you keep doing your best, and you keep allowing yourself to shine bright, and you keep spilling support into these individuals. And if you see no improvements in the dynamic when you are doing your very best, that's how you know that they're not the ones for you. They don't nurture you the way you nurture them. That's how you know it's time for you to move on. But if in improving yourself, these relationships are improved, then that's how you know that they were meant to be. So keep that in mind. And then we have the moon in the 3rd house. So, like we said, a lot of stuff is going unsaid. A lot of, things are not being communicated between you and these people right now. I think a big part of the karma or the karmic lesson is learning to communicate how you feel, and in the most, delicate of ways. Each of you in these connections are learning to share your voice for the common good and for the good of yourselves, each of you. And this is clarified by another 3, like the 3rd house and then the 3 of swords. There's been a lot of heartbreak. You may have known these people or this person for a very long time, but it's become mentally and emotionally exhausting, and it's clouding your own judgment of your own life and your own path. So as I said, for a big group of you, these are people who you are meant to endure this with right now, only for you to learn your own worth and walk away, have the strength to express yourself and that you're not happy, so you can walk away. And in doing so, you will have cleared your karma in a lot of ways, cleared your path moving forward and away from them. But for another group of you, it's not that intense. These are people who, as I said, you may have in your life moving forward and are meant to. The way that you know that, the way that you can test that and receive an actual answer for it, is by honoring yourself and speaking your truth in the most delicate, kind, but honest of ways, and reflecting beauty to these people. And if it's not reflected back to you in these ways, that's how you know that it's time to walk away. This is the lesson here with these folks. Okay, so what spirit surrounds you through all of this? Death. Clarified by the Knight of Cups in reverse. Or the Knight of Hats, according to the Alice in Wonderland tarot. And just as, by the way, the swords are the flamingos. Anyways. But we have got these water energies, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. For one, you are surrounded by spirits who you may or may not have known in this life that have passed on, that think you are incredibly precious and are always around you protecting you. And they're constantly cutting out for you or showing you who it is that you need to cut out who's not good for you. So a lot of the time when you're reflecting on other people and what you see is something that you feel is very ugly, and you know that it's not you and it's not a reflection of you, these are your spirits, your guides, your ancestors, or even the living who have passed on that are trying to show you that these people don't belong in your reality. They need to be cut out. It's a form of protection and they're helping you. You are surrounded by these people who are watching over you, these spirits. But on the other hand, there are people who are still living, and whether they know it or not, their energy exists as like a ghost all around you. And that's why you keep repeating these karmic cycles and patterns, because ultimately on an unconscious level, you can feel the ghost of other people that you've left in the past who are still thinking of you and holding on to you very tightly, and perhaps even vice versa. So in your ability to not let them go and vice versa, it's manifesting in your present reality. The ghost of these people are still with you in the present form, but in different individuals who are repeating the same cycles and the same negative patterns that you observed with these people from your past, who you thought you let go of and vice versa, but have not. Their spirit or their energy or their ghost hops into the bodies of everybody you encounter now and moving forward, until you can find a way to cut that cord and release their energy from you. So, these are the people and the spirits who surround you at this time, and the reason why karmic cleansing is taking place. Anything else? We've got Judgment in reverse on the bottom of the deck, as well as Jupiter in the 8th house. So that's a lot of Scorpio energy with the 8th house and Judgment in reverse. But the ultimate message here is that there is a gigantic gain for you that you can't even see, and it's waiting for you. And the moment you can step into it actually happens the moment you decide to cut out anybody in your reality who is not a proper reflection of you and keeps reflecting something negative about you back to yourself that you know is not true anymore. Otherwise, it just reflects all of the people around you who are meant to move forward with you, who you have yet to make amends with or find a common ground with, and that is part of the process here. In doing so, all of you together may move forward to great gains that you can't even see right now, but are waiting for you. Okay. Alright, so that's group 1, the blue Avians. And now we're going to move on to group 2. Okay. Had to turn on the light. Got dark way quicker than I thought. Got the Alice cards. Okay. Mars over there. Want to stay? Yeah, I think so. You again. Okay. Again, a lot of repeatsies. Okay. Okay, so Okay, so group 2, you've chosen card number 23 or 5. Vegans. Solitude, independent, peace. These are the people and are the energies surrounding you right now. So let's look a little bit deeper here. What are the spirits surrounding you? Tome. That's one of my favorite ones. Can you clarify these people? These vegans? I saw you too. Okay. Okay. And what is the situation? Okay, that's way too. Wow. These ones are way too many. Oh, these two. Okay, so spirits include Tome, card number 25, or 7. That spirit, or those spirits, are clarified by... Oh, shoot. Dang. The 8 of Flamingos, or the 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so vegans, the people around you, are being clarified by crop circles, 27 or 9. Messages, curiosity, signs. As well as number 25 or 7 with the air element, philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. Oh, that's cool. I always associated empathy with water, so that's strange. Alright, can you clarify crop circles? I'm sorry, can you clarify vegans? No, that's not me. This one. Okay, I guess too. The Knight of Oysters, or Pentacles. Yeah, very earthy. As well as the Knight of Flamingos, Knight of Swords, air. Wow! Okay, so you're surrounded by some serious manifestors. Serious manifestors. Crop circles as in the Lovers in reverse. Oh, I saw that. And the air element as in Tower. Okay, and the situation is being described as K2 in the 3rd house, which is like a South Node energy. Strong and adventurous, loves music and dancing, might be psychic, strong mind, great money manager, sociable, helps family and friends. Yeah. Can we clarify that? The moon. That's interesting. And then we've also got Venus in the 2nd house. Large family, good childhood, eats well, collects jewels, assets, luxuries, elegant speech, loves fine dining, health and wealth are abundant. Can we clarify that? The 5 of Cups. Oh, I'm getting some mixed signals here. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the people. Okay. Yeah, let's start with the people here. So the people that you are surrounded by at this time, they're like a community, they're like a tribe, they're like a family. They themselves are like magic manifestors. What they think becomes reality. Where they put their will, their attention, and focus becomes reality, materializes. These are people who are helping you harness these powers that are within you. I mean, you attract the people who are like you and vice versa. So the fact that you're surrounded by these people at this time means that you have leveled up. These are people that you can trust, and they're teaching you as much as you are teaching them. You can trust them. There's you are absolutely led here for a very specific reason, one of them being the fact that it's been very hard for you to make decisions at this time, or for a while. You may have felt like you've been at a standstill, and anytime you make a decision, it's been after a lot of thought has gone into it, and even after you make a decision, you may feel like very regretful about it. There's like an ambivalence that has taken over for a while. Every decision felt like walking through crop circles looking for the messages and the signs. So for that reason, you have been placed among a group of people now who are like helping you channel your energies and your insights into very clear decision making. So you may be experiencing doubts around these people too, questioning whether or not they are authentic, questioning whether or not like all they want from you is something that's just going to benefit them, what are their ulterior motives and things like this. But you don't need to worry about that with these people. You can trust them, and you can trust their advice, and you can trust more than anything yourself to make decisions and to be yourself around these people. They don't see you as quite the mystery that I think even you see yourself as. They see you for who you are. Like, these are people who are in touch with their higher selves. And so they look upon you with those eyes, and they see you and your higher self very clearly. So don't worry, be yourself, and don't be scared how you articulate your thoughts and ideas and feelings, because these are people who understand you. You're not quite the mystery to them that you were to other people. You can trust them. And then we've got air again. Earth, air, earth, air everywhere. With this water and fire, though. These are people who are bringing to you a new philosophy and like a new way of living and being. They are helping you distinguish yourself as who you are, as opposed to who it is you used to be from the past. They have a way of tapping into parts of you that are getting you to tap into different parts of you, different parts of your own philosophy coming to the surface for you to see them and share them with people you trust, and these are those people. They are here to create a great change in your life. Any part of you that is like perhaps ambivalent or nervous of expressing yourself, that tower is crumbling. Good. It's a positive change. That's what these people are here for. For real, these are your friends and your mentors. And you are a friend and a mentor to these people as well, whether or not you realize it. That's why you guys have gravitated together. Great change is taking place within you. And you're seeing that all around you. You're being carried by the winds to these new places, these new people, these vegans, or just very peaceful, loving, empathetic individuals who have a lot to teach you and feel that you have a lot to teach them too. They really respect you. And that may be something that you didn't have a lot of before this point. So it's creating a really great shift within you and all around you. Oh, man. So the situation is South Node. You're coming back to the basics. You're remembering everything about yourself that is true and beautiful, especially when it comes to your ideas, your philosophies, and how you express them and innovate with them. You may be a psychic, yeah. But what we have right now is a situation of like a new group. Music and dancing, that may or may not be true. You may go out dancing with these people. But either way, that is just symbolic of these are people who you enjoy life with, who allow you to open up to life again. These are people who, yeah, they are highly intuitive. And so are you, though. You have a lot of gifts that are unlocking at this stage of your life because of these people you are surrounded by. They're pulling it out of you. They mirror you in a lot of ways, although you guys have very separate kind of gifts. But together, I mean, each of you is such an important member of this tribe and community. And each of you is revered equally for these gifts. You can trust these people. They love you, they respect you, they see all of your gifts, whatever psychic gifts you have, but your intuition, they feel it and they respect it. These are not people who you have to hide from. These are not people who you have to dim your light around. Beautiful. And then we have the Lovers in reverse, which reminds me of this Venus energy here. Where did you go? Venus in the second house. And then the Five of Hearts, or the Five of Cups. Now, there might be somebody here in this group who very much is already taken with you, or has feelings for you, or vice versa. But the problem is that because you haven't been communicating maybe as openly as you want to, because you're still kind of settling in, it feels like, or just making sure this is a safe home or a community or something, which is fine, you take your time. But there's already somebody here in this community who has very strong feelings for you, I believe. And that's why you feel those signs and you're getting those signs, but it's confusing you or throwing you off because, again, you question like whether or not you're feeling and seeing correctly, but you are. You're highly intuitive, and so is this person. There is somebody already here in this community who you very much vibe with, and vice versa. But I think that there is a certain heartbreak from the past that you're holding on to, and same with that person. You guys are mirroring each other. So you're both being like really, really cautious. You don't want to create any kind of a rift in the already established peacefulness of like this group community. But you and this other person in this community, they may be a Taurus. This may be a Taurus or a Libra. Yeah. This may be a Taurus or a Libra or some kind of an air or an earth sign. So that would mean it could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You both are very drawn to each other, and you both have all of the same interests, and you both have like the same value system, and you both value each other very much. But there is like a sense of heartbreak that lingers over this person and you as well, because you have been wrong in the past before about these things, each of you. So you're being like very, very cautious. So take your time with that, everything on your own time. You don't have to feel rushed, or you don't have to do anything. Same with that person, because you guys are in a safe place and you guys are both way more understanding than the counterparts each of you have had in your past. It's somebody that you can trust, but you each are like resolving your heartbreaks right now. Both of you might be like new to this community, whatever this is here, this community. Otherwise, you are new here. But there's somebody here that loves you, like almost, or like has the potential to, and they know it and you feel it, and vice versa. But you're taking your time there. Okay, and now the spirit, or the spirits that surround you, are the tome. The spirits that surround you. And the Eight of Swords in reverse here. She very much looks like Alice. Now, a few different ones here. One is there's a past version of you, and that spirit of that like past version of you is still around you because it's like a protective shield that you've been holding on to for a very long time. It was a version of you that was born in some kind of a sorrow or suffering or trauma. The ghost of that version of you is still around you as a spirit protecting you, but it's overprotective. It knows everything about you and everything you've been through, the history, the entire history of you. So this version of you from the past is just doing its best to protect you, but it is being overprotective. It's holding you back. So if you feel like you have a lot of doubts and things taking place within this group, know that you don't need to feel that way, but you do, because that past version of you is trying to protect you. And you're free to release him or her now. But at your own pace, you know what's best. So that's one spirit that is around you right now, the past version of you that is protecting you and doesn't want to get hurt again. Not with friendships, not with community, not with work projects, and especially not in love. Never again. But another spirit, aside from that, is some kind of, like, ancestor? Somebody way far up in your lineage who may have been like known for their brain power, either like a professor or a historian or a doctor, a scholar, somebody in your lineage who you may or may not know, a great somebody, grandmother, grandfather, who was known for how wise they were and how much they knew, how much their mind could hold. They are the tome. And that's why you might have like a claircognizant ability. It's because the spirit from your ancestry shares that gift with you, that gift of knowing. So you might be a claircognizant, or you may have moments where you feel claircognizant, and that is directly because, well, that's your gift. Oh, that might be your psychic gift. Hey, did we crack a code? That's already in you. That's yours no matter what. It's part of your, well, DNA, but it's also part of like your genetic memory, and it's part of your like karmic like history, probably your spiritual energy. But also that ancestor lends a lot of their gifts to you and fills you with a lot of knowledge in all the moments that you really need it. Claircognizant ancestor. But look, this person is trying to get through, but it's hard for them because you are very closed off at this time, perhaps. You don't trust yourself and you don't trust the truth that you have. And it makes sense because, as we said, that past version of you, there's like a tug of war going on in the spirit realm right now. Like, there's the past version of you, and that there's a tug of war on the other end with this ancestor who's trying to get through. You don't want to open your mind or open your eyes too much because you're scared of what you will see, and you don't want to see something disappointing. And then also, you're not even sure if you can trust what it is that you see. that's the past version of you having that effect on you, holding you back. But that ancestor is trying to get in and flood you with all of this knowledge, all of these downloads. But they're having a hard time getting through because that past version of you is scared to know. So the message for you is, don't be afraid. You're in such a safe place. Don't be afraid of what you will behold, and what it is that you behold, trust it when you see it. That is your strong insight, your vision, your claircognizance. And that is also your ancestor. They are working on breaking the chains so that you can let go of the past version of you and accept and embrace the part of you that already knows everything. Because it does. And what's more, it has help from above. So that's who is surrounding you at this time. Beautiful. Okay, so I think that'll do. Thank you.